Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to the Humble Servant Homestead. Guys, today I am out here getting ready to cut Callaloo, but I am not cutting Callaloo to take on the road today. I am actually getting ready to cut these Callaloo right here. We are going to cut so much right now. We're going to do a big demonstration of showing you guys how we go about washing, cleaning, and prepping our callaloo to put them inside of sandwich bags to get them ready for the market, guys. None of the less, guys, you know we try to keep the best or carry the best callaloo here on the homestead. So now I'm just gonna go ahead, cut that right there, and as y'all can see, look at that there, guys. We have some real nice healthy stalks, and they are also soft and nice, and that's what we want. So I'm just gonna go through, cut some of these. Now that I have these cut, I'm gonna go ahead and cut majority of these callaloo right here. And then once we are done, we will bring you guys back showing you all how we go about washing our callaloo here on the homestead and get them packaged and ready for the market, okay? All right, stay tuned. So now that I have all these callaloo right here cut, now the work begins, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of give you all a rundown of what we do here on the homestead when we get ready to chop our callaloo. First, we have a tope over here that is, getting filled up with water. And so I have here some pink Himalayan salt. And in just a moment, I will explain to you guys why we are using this salt here. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm not getting crazy over here with the salt, but I'm gonna be sprinkling this salt here inside of this water. And I think that right there is enough. Okay, and so what I'm gonna also do, I'm just gonna kind of agitate the water a little bit to solidify the salt here. Okay, all right, guys. And so one of the things here on the homestead, we try to make sure we control our pests, the bugs, and all that different kind of stuff. And so as y'all can see, we have some real nice callaloo leaves here. Now, one of the things that I want to bring forth to you guys, because I come in contact with so many people on the road selling these callaloo here, and they'll say the callaloo have holes in the leaves, guys. Now, because we are growing all natural here on the homestead, trust me, you're gonna have a time where the bugs are gonna come through and they're gonna do a little bit of damage. But that doesn't mean that you do this right here. Let me see if I can find one. That doesn't mean that, okay, let me use this one as an example. That doesn't mean that you take this leaf here and throw it away. No. These bugs, they came, yes, they bore little holes in the leaves, but the bugs, they are gone. This leaf has already healed itself, and this leaf right here is good to cook. There's nothing wrong with this leaf right here, guys. So,
and one of the things I tell people too, you should not want to eat anything that the bugs do not want to eat. So if you don't see any signs that bugs have even attempted or tried, that means obviously there's a strong, harsh chemical being used in that product that you shouldn't be consuming either if the bugs are smart enough to stay away from it. So
that's right. And so, guys, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to give you a straight breakdown of how we go about cooking, but as far as
prepping,
so what we're going to do, we're going to get our knives, and so we're just going to go ahead and strip the stalks on this callaloo here.
The strip.
Oh, the strip. And so that right there.
And a lot of people don't know, you have to remove this part so that your callaloo stalk itself is tender and uniform when you cook it. So he's going through the process now of stripping the stalks.
And so what I'm going to do, this little small node right here, I'm just going to go ahead and pluck that off and put inside of my bath.
Because it's still young.
Because it's still young. And then so I can get up underneath there and peel that off. And so I'm going to take this one here off as well. Peel that. And so when you get up underneath these big ones here, you just get your knife, you put it up underneath, make a little slight cut. And look at that there.
And
You peel that on off. You strip that off. Okay. And so we go down to as far as, you know, maybe say about 3 or 4 nodes. We'll go underneath, because what happens, your callaloo starts to get real tender as you go further down to the crown of your callaloo. So you doesn't really have to strip it all the way down. And of course you look for little spots like this here, so we can go ahead and take those on out. Okay, and so now the next step is I want to kind of see if I find any bugs on these callaloo here, so I can show you why we put our pink Himalayan salt inside of this water here. But unfortunately, guys, I have not come across any bugs yet. Now I do come across a couple of little, you know, other kind of flying bugs that was over there in the garden, but nonetheless. And so while we have our salt bath over here is for our first wash. So if there's any bugs that are on the leaves or anything, that salt right there will go ahead and eliminate them. Okay, so now that I break that step down right there, what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and strip all these callaloo right here, and I will bring you guys back to show you the next step and the next step after that, so we can get these callaloo right here washed real nice and clean. Okay, stay tuned, guys. Okay, and so now that we have these here stripped, now it's that time to go ahead and get them washed. And as we wash them, what I'm gonna try and look for if I find any bugs inside of the water, so I can show you guys why the salt is so important to wash your callaloo. Now, so what I'm gonna do, this is the first bath right here, and over here on the second bath, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more salt in there, not too much. And on our third bath over here, I'm gonna fill it up a little bit more. That is gonna be our final rinse. And so once we rinse them, we're gonna take them on over there to the table and get to chopping. Okay, so let me show you how we're gonna go ahead and get these here washed up.
And these have actually been in the saltwater bath, and I've been rotating them for the last about maybe 30 minutes or so, if not a little bit longer. So they've soaked in the saltwater brine just to be sure that if there are any bugs or anything like that that we overlooked while we were stripping, that the salt water would definitely touch them and that they would die.
And just go ahead, just dragging my hand just a little bit like that there, just to kind of get them, make sure they're getting real washed, nice and washed. And so what I'm gonna go ahead and do right quick, or you want them to stay in?
It's up to you. We'll go ahead and get these all washed out of the first salt water
make sure
soaking and into the second.
And make sure you're using cold water whenever you're washing your callaloo.
Or any leafy green vegetable.
Yes, you know.
Cold water keeps your leaves nice and crisp. So we'll get these washed and into the second tub, and we'll be right.
Hey guys, and so now that we have got through with our first wash, and that is why it is important to have a first wash, second wash, and also a third wash. Look at this water right here. Y'all can see how cloudy that water is, and I'm just gonna say, look how dirty that water is. But nonetheless, what I have been looking for, I've been trying to see if I find any bug Oh, and it's not many, but I have found one. Now look at that. And them right there be my worst nightmare out there in the garden. And that's why I come out and I sprayed my callaloo whenever it rained. I come and take care of them with that neem oil, guys, because you let these things right here get away inside of your callaloo, oh my goodness, it would be crazy. So, you know, we'll go ahead and take care of them there. But nonetheless, I am very happy because I don't see that much bugs inside of this water, and that is a thumbs up. So throw me a thumbs up, you know, while you come to this point here. But nonetheless, what we are going to go ahead and do now over here, we're just going to go ahead and give them another nice little wash. And so I'm just going to wash a little bit of time out of the second. And you know, we're just pretty much kind of tossing them inside of this second bath here. And so what we're going to do, we're going to take this handful right here. This is what I'm going to get ready to chop. And so I'm going to take it on over here to my third bath. And I'm just going to go ahead and give it a real nice wash. And so that is it right there. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go ahead and grab these. And just give them a nice little shake to go ahead and get any water off of them. And so we're just going to go ahead and rest it on this table here. All right, and so what I'm going to be doing while I'm cutting, my wife will be over here in the second wash, washing them, taking them over here to the third wash, and while I'm cutting. And so once she gets through washing all of these, then she'll come on through and help me cut. But nonetheless, I'm going to get into it and to show you guys how easy it is to chop callaloo. It's very easy, guys. All right, so I'm going to get on over here to the table and get into it. Okay, guys, so now I'm back. Got my handy dandy blue gloves here. Getting ready to throw these on. Throw them on. So what I'm gonna do now, let's give them a quick little wash. Just a quick little wash. If I can get them on these big old hands. Alright, so let's wash them in the first wash. Come over here to the third wash, well, second wash. Just a little dip in the third. Alright. And so now I want to show you all how easy it is to cut these callaloo. You get all this right here. And this is a little bit over a bundle of callaloo. And so what I'm gonna do, look at this right here, guys. I'm gonna make it, what's the word? Cutting callaloo make easy. All right, and so look at here now. I'm gonna use the bigger knife, and so here we go. So it's a lot of people out there that say, oh, I don't like to, you know, cut callaloo because, you know, it's time consuming. Yeah, it's a little bit of time to strip them and everything else like that, but look how easy it is to get them cut. So now what I'm going to come in and do, I'm just going to go ahead, turn it like this here. just go back through opposite way of where I came in. Okay, and so that is it right there. So these callaloo here has been washed, cleaned, and chopped. And so now from here we are going to go ahead and get these all processed, chopped up, get them weighed up into 1 pound bags and also 2 pound bags, and get them ready for the market, guys. So but I just want to bring y'all to show y'all how easy it is to cut your callaloo. So that's gonna be it right there. We're gonna go ahead and get the rest of those knocked out. But nonetheless, of course, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you guys for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. And as always, keep a smile on your face. You know, you like the content that you got here today, cutting callaloo the easy way. Go ahead, throw that thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and also share this video with someone that is out there. Check us out on Facebook and also on Instagram, guys, and have a blessed day.